Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with a very quick market update for the Pro Tour. There was a lot of buzz, a lot of actual video coverage of the Pyromancer Ascension Storm Deck on Pro Tour. I had a video, now I'm kicking myself because I had a video of top 10 picks, and I wanted to edit it all lovely and everything. And I never got around to doing it as I was brewing a lot of Born of the God decks. Maybe I'll hurry and post that up, but a lot of that information will be useless at that time because a lot of these cards that I picked in that video are actually going to spike like crazy because of Pro Tour Born of the Gods, which is modern format, of course. So anyway, I just thought I would give a quick market update to the two decks there's basically three decks that showed a lot of potential. And they were the Amulet of Vigor deck, and the Pyromancer Ascension Storm deck, and the Living End. And those are the three decks that I guess the Living End is the only 8-0 undefeated deck. There is also a lot of UWR going around, but UWR is pretty much a lot of uncommons, and the cards in UWR that are rares or above are already so pricey. The only card that I think in UWR that has a lot of potential is Snapcaster Mage, as it's Snapcaster Mage is still at one of its lowest of all time, and it's going to bounce back because it is one of the most used cards in Modern. It's used in Splinter Twin. It is used in UWR, and both those two decks compromise so much of the metagame in the Modern format. But anyway, I'd like to talk about Pyromancer Ascension because we have a live look at what is going on. This is from the MTG price, which keeps track of a bunch of different prices, but it's a little bit outdated. So I'm going to show you here that all these places are already adjusting their prices accordingly. So it shows Channel Fireball. So this is within the last 24 hours that MTG price usually updates. It shows Channel Fireball has them at $2.99, but if we click on Channel Fireball's store, they're $3.99. So they've already adjusted the price up by $1 because of Pro Tour going on right now, and the Storm deck's doing quite well. Let's look at Strike Zone. Strike Zone has got them up. Nope, they haven't adjusted their price, so that they still have 8 left. They're still at $4.01. That's exactly what it has on the MTG price. Let's click on this one here. They have it $3.98. Still there, but no in stock. They're out of stock, completely sold out. So that one's irrelevant. And click on this one. It says $3.98. They still haven't adjusted it, but they only have 4 in stock. So I'm assuming that, and these are all pretty huge vendors, I'm assuming that this is going to adjust after the day. The two, though, the three channels that I really like to look at, if you want to look at like actual relevant amounts of stock, are TCG Player, because anyone can sell on there, Amazon, because again anyone can sell on there, and eBay. So we're going to go ahead and look at TCG. It says the low is 2.3. That's low. If we look at it, though, this is a little bit misleading, because if we look at all of the Pyromancer Ascension, we have a moderately played, you can't really take that into account, a damage 2.79, can't take it into account, a heavy play at $3.19, a near mint. But how they do this, you have to look at shipping. This guy's charging a boatload of shipping. So, and a lot of vendors do free shipping. So the only real relevant cards right here is these first one, which is just one-ofs. And if you look here, this is another way to tell that a price is going to peak in interest or is going to spike, is how many copies. On TCG Player, it's very common for hundreds of copies to be on here of any one card. There is 24 listings of Pyromancer Ascension. This means that it is going to go crazy when these one-ofs all are sold. And let's just click on another page here. So there's another $2.10 one near mint, but it's a one-of. So the very first real relevant stock is a $5 from Cape Fear Games here. $5, and plus shipping and handling is $1 for 7. And then we have another one at $5, Relentless MTG, and then that's out. So the actual real-time price right now for Pyromancer Ascension is $5. So it's gone up double just because of the Pro Tour. And then again, so we're going to go back here and look at eBay. I'm going to throw eBay. And you do have some Pyromancer Ascension for $1.50. 4 of them for 20, so $5. Yep, that seems to be that $5 there, $7 there, $4.24. There is some $2.69. That's from Australia, though. Good luck with shipping on that one. And yep, $5. So we can safely say that Pyromancer Ascension is gone, has doubled in price in the last 24 hours. So let's look at the other main card from Pyromancer Ascension. Of course, you can go into the penny stocks, into the Metamorphoses and the Desperate Rituals, and all those cards that actually make Pyromancer Ascension work. But let's go here to the other big card, and this has been on my spec list for quite a while. Past in Flames. Again, I need to get that video out. I don't have time to do it because I'm gonna go play an F&M and go help with the shop, so I don't have time to do it today. But here you go, huge price increase. This was $2. Let's go back over to MTG price because I'm sure that it hasn't quite updated yet. And we'll look at Past in Flames. And $2.67. Yep, that's what it was at. And TCG Player low was $2.23 the last time it updated. Channel Fireball sold out. The Toll and Troll $2.99. Let's see if they've updated theirs. No, they have not, but they're out. Currently out of stock, so someone already bought them out. And Strike Zone. We'll look at Strike Zone. And none. There's none in stock. It's a Strike Zone either. So again, we're back over to the TCG Player, and the first relevant amount of copies is $5, $6 from this one at 4 of copies. And again, there's very few. So there's this 20 stock for $7.99 here from this place, and then we're up into the $9 for Past in Flames. So again, Past in Flames. I'm gonna show you the video anyway. I'll have it up next week. It's about 2 weeks old as it is. It was pre-Born of the Gods, the video was. So I apologize for not getting that up. So I'll get that spec video up, and at least you can see my my picks back then 2 weeks ago when I should have got it out, because a lot of them were modern picks. Spoiler alert, Blade Splasher was number 1. I don't know if Blade Splasher is showing any movement or not, but there's a few cards on here that definitely are seeing a ton of movement due to the amount of decks playing them. Again, Past in Flames and the good old Pyromancer Ascension. Let's just look up Living End. It's the main card out of that deck. A lot of the cards in Living End already did spike the last time around. One of the key cards from Living End was the Fulminator Mage, and that card's still way expensive. So Living End is definitely spiking as well as 8-0. Which is, Living End's a pretty affordable deck too. You can make a budget version of it. So funny, I have this, if you look on the Gathering Magic channel, I have a Playing on a Budget playing Living End, because it used to be back about a year ago. That deck was so inexpensive. So yeah, TCG Players was $6.99 for the low, and now we do see that $6.99 copy. But again, the most relevant amount of inventory here, we'll find the first quantity of 4 of, and that gives you a good baseline of where it's going to start. Is $9.50, so it's gone $9.25. It's gone up a good $3 in a day. So let's look at Amulet of Vigor, the last one. And I despise this deck. I hope it doesn't do good. I hope it just bombs out. Next, I apologize if people like this deck, but holy, whoa, this card has gone crazy. It does have a ton of, these guys' affinity for cards look like they must have bought it out like crazy and put up all their cards. I have some foil versions of these. Geez, I'm going to definitely have to get these posted up. But anywho, yeah, so Amulet of Vigor. Oops, let's see here. Which got a ton of time on the big screen, because it is an interesting deck to be. And we'll look at the other cards with Amulet of Vigor too. Yep, $3.20 is what it was. Yep, they're all sold out. So the other ones are packs in this deck. It's Pact of Negation, and Pact of Negation is a weird card. It spikes a lot and decreases a lot, but it doesn't look like Pact of Negation. Yeah, it's up to $6-7. And that still might be a decent spec. I think there's probably not, but the other Pact of Summoning is the other one. Summoner's Pact, haha. Summoner's Pact is the other pack they use in that deck as a 4 of. And there's Hive Mind as well that we can look at. But Summoner's Pact still seems a little bit low. You can pick up your copies of Summoner's Pact. And the other one is Primeval Titan that is in that deck. And Primeval Titan spiked not too long ago, but you can still pick up copies for $14 in Primeval Titan. So there you go. Those are the cards that have been spiking. Definitely keep your eyes on that, and definitely keep your eye out on some of the other decks, because this is just day one. And yes, day one has a lot of there's only 4 rounds of standard though. So some of these decks that are like, oh, they're 8-0. Well, the deck actually is an 8-0. The deck is 5-0, which is still good. But because he went 3-0 in a draft is what happens. And some of these, even if you look at them and they're like 2-6, they could have gone X-2 in the draft, and actually the deck is really good. So you have to keep that in or 6-3. There's probably some 5-3 decks out there that they 0-3'd in the draft, and then their standard deck or their modern deck is 1 out. So you got to keep that in mind as well. So I think we're going to see a more balanced. Again, they have to draft tomorrow though, but we'll see which deck takes this down. Definitely keep your eye out on these cards. These are the ones that are making buzz. The Reddit is going crazy with them. The Twitter is going crazy with these cards. Check them out. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.